Listen, it's going down. And part of the technical challenges that we're having just a little bit, but we want to continue the message because as I was informed, that I pray that the message that I'm offering to you guys is impactful and encouraging. But listen, the truth of the matter is that we have a responsibility among ourselves, yes, to be accountable, but we also have to prepare for the succession because I believe, like I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus, though there are names echoing in my head. I'm not going to. We have organizations and we have things established in the city that has not altered their layout in over 25, 30 years. It's been the same layout, the same, and I'm not saying you gotta reinvent the wheel, but you're gonna have to add an element of freshness, a fresh mind, a fresh thought that may be challenging, that may be different, but the idea and the goal and the heart posture is the same. You get what I'm saying? Because you gotta have succession. Without succession, when you transition or anything were to happen, keep saying transition, and I'm gonna be very open here, okay, very open. I am a minister in the Lord's church. I'm what we call a chief ruling elder in the Lord's church, and I serve, and I'm grateful for that. And I'm gonna try not to cry on here. I don't want to be all emotional, but December 7th, my leader, Apostle Joseph Brinson Jr., transitioned. And he was in the 60s, and we loved him. We never expected this to happen. But one thing I will say is that he prepared for succession. That just in case his time was up or anything came up, that there were people in place to be able to carry the vision to the next phase. What I'm telling you right now, for every organization in the city of Niagara Falls, you cannot do this by yourself. You cannot do this alone. You cannot do this on the strength of your back alone. You can establish it, I get it. You can build it, I understand it. But you are not going to be able to carry it out with the excellence and the next level of your life and career without assistance and help. And I know it's hard to get, but you're gonna have to pray, you gotta tap into the universe, do what you do, and say, Lord, lead me somebody who I can train and teach and mentor to evolve and grow the next level of this place, because I understand that some of us haven't opened up the door. Oh my goodness, I gotta get out of here. I only got a little bit of time. We haven't opened the door because here I go. I understand the fear that you might invest in somebody and it may not work out. Understand that sometimes as a mentor that it hurts to invest. It hurts to open up. It hurts to have a plan and not work out your way. But all I'm telling you is this, that if you were to have to stop today what you are doing right now for the community, who's in place to take it over? Who's in place to keep it moving? Who's in place to keep it going? Who's in place to make sure the vision is alive, or does it die out with you? I know I was talking the violence earlier. I know I was talking that conversation of the violence, but I get it. The violence is here. The violence is present. But from the violence, there's accountability. Now that we're accountable, what's in place for us to succeed in changing, it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen tomorrow. It doesn't happen in 30 days, but consistency. If you consistently begin to ride this horse through the challenges and difficulties and the system, I'm going to pause right here, and you may not like me, my friend, my brother, and my sister, and it's okay, because I understand the system. The system has been in place. It has been challenging. It has been difficult, but you have an option. I said this to somebody on the phone. You can fight the system outside the system and build your own mechanism and work it. But guess what? The majority of us are in the system. The majority of us operate in the system. And you're so busy trying to fight the system and get me out of the system to build with you, and you haven't even established the fullness of what you have. Now, I'm not knocking it. Keep on building. Keep on fighting. Keep on going. But what I do understand, that I can be more effective in the process of the system and changing the layout of what's delivered, because I'm tired, for real, for real. I'm tired of my brothers dying. I'm tired of my brothers killing. I'm tired of young ladies and young women being used, abandoned, and mistreated. I'm tired of sex trafficking. These are things that I'm just exhausted for and exhausted with. But if I'm not holding nobody accountable, how can I cry out, oh, stop the violence, stop the violence, stop the violence, but I don't go talk to my brother who is the violent one? You have to be able, and nobody likes that part. Yeah, we got rallies, we about to go pray. I get it. But if I don't go to the family reunion and have a discussion with my cousin who I know is violating the law, to my nephew and my nieces who are out here doing things that will cause them to either, one, get their life ended, two, be locked up. If I'm not going to be accountable to and forget just the community, to my loved ones, my cousins, my aunt, my uncle, my dad, my father, my mom, my mother, I get the struggle, I get the fight, I get the challenges. But if I'm not accountable to the ones that I love, how can I walk out in this street and yell, stop the violence and all this stuff, and I won't tell my own brother to calm down with what you're doing? I'm not telling you you're going to change. I'm not going to tell you you're not going to stop. But I have the confidence to know that I've tried. And not only did I try, but I'm a part of organizations in the community. I'm going to say this again, and then we're getting ready to get out of here in just a few. I'm a part of organizations now. I've been in Niagara Falls long time. I'm 33. I've been between Niagara Falls and Buffalo since the age of 11. My behavior has not always been the best. I've been trying to steal a car. I've engaged in illegal substances. I've done things. I've been out here. I have a story to tell myself personally, and we might talk about that on another day, keeping it frank. But one thing's for certain, two things for sure, is that I've learned, I've evolved, and things have changed for me. And I feel like now is the time for my involvement in the city of Niagara Falls. So yes, I did join the ministerial council because I want to be a part of the advancement. Yes, I'm a part of Nas 716 Studio because I want to be a part of the advancement of Niagara Falls. And I also, in the city, of Buffalo, I'm in the city of Niagara Falls on the radio station because I want to be part of the upbuilding of the station. Ladies and gentlemen, I pray that you've been encouraged, enlightened. I hope I put a fire on you. To just continue to push and to press. But listen, Now 716 Studio has a desire to build the community, advance, and they've opened up their studios to myself. You know, it's Big Frank, keeping it frank on a Thursday. But throughout the week, the program starts at 6 p.m. regularly, and you can tune in on Monday with Monday's Business, Tuesday, Clearing the Mist with Ken Hamilton, on Wednesday, Vibing with Vicky Weidman, Keeping it frank with yourself, Keeping it frank with myself. And on Friday, Faith Matter with Nasir Khan. You don't want to miss these things happening. Now, I came out early today because tonight at 6 o'clock, I'm going to be part of a prayer visual taking place on the corner of Portage and Pine Avenue. But I pray that you are encouraged, you are uplifted. I pray that the fire, I pray that I said something that struck you to make you want to move into the next phase in the advancement of the city of Niagara Falls, New York. Listen, it's been good. It's been real. We'll be back shortly, keeping it frank. I'll be back here on Thursday. You can find me in the morning from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Fire 716 Radio. Follow us on Facebook or download the app. Peace, love, and soul. I'll holler at y'all. Bye.